The 2022 Lincoln Navigator Reserve Interior Exterior Review. In today's video we are going to discuss about the new 2022 Lincoln Navigator Reserve in depth, from interior to exterior, and every minute detail of every feature. So without any further ado, let's just dive into it. Sitting at the pinnacle of the Lincoln Motor Company's all-SUV lineup, the 2022 Navigator SUV shares its mechanicals with the Ford Expedition, but it's far more than an Expedition with leather seats. The Navigator's deluxe cabin is lined with fine materials, a long list of standard convenience items, and the best tech features Lincoln has to offer. Leather, wood trim, and knurled metal knobs imbue the cabin with a posh ambience, while optional 30-way power-adjustable front seats make it easy to tailor the car specifically to you. Under the hood is a 440-horsepower twin-turbocharged V6 which allows the Navigator to tow as much as 8,700 pounds. While other large SUVs such as the BMW X7 and the Cadillac Escalade are more entertaining to drive, it's the Navigator's curb appeal and spacious interior that charms its fans. What's new for 2022? Lincoln's flagship SUV has received a styling update for 2022 which includes a reworked grille and new exterior lighting elements. The interior has been enhanced with a new infotainment display with updated Sync 4 software, and two new design themes. The Central Park design theme includes interior trim with a laser-etched map of the famous park's pathways on the instrument panel, while the Invitation theme sports open porch wood trim with an overlaid geometric motif as well as black leather upholstery with brandy-colored stitching. Lincoln's new semi-autonomous driving mode, called Active Glide, will also make its debut on the 2022 Navigator. The system allows for true hands-free driving and is similar to rival Cadillac's Super Cruise. Other updates include improved massaging seats and an option for second-row massaging seats. New interior chimes and alerts have been recorded by the Detroit Symphony Orchestra. Last year's 10.0-inch infotainment touchscreen has been replaced with a larger 13.2-inch display. Like the high-end Rolls-Royce Cullinan, the Navigator will now also use a forward-facing camera to recognize bumps in the road and adapt the suspension to reduce the impact. How does the Navigator drive? Considering the size and weight of the Navigator, it's surprisingly good at providing strong performance and stress-free driving. The engine is quick and responsive, the steering is low effort, and body roll is kept in check when you go around turns. The V6 is plenty strong and gets you up to speed in a hurry. Our test Navigator covered 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 6.1 seconds. That's moving. Large vehicles tend to nosedive or squirm around when you jam on the brakes suddenly, and the Navigator is no exception. That said, braking performance is perfectly adequate for the class. The Navigator also feels composed around town and even on tight roads. We wouldn't go so far as to call it sporty. But for the amount of comfort it provides, it's not the clumsy behemoth you'd expect it to be. How comfortable is the Navigator? Wind and road noise is pretty minimal, and only a small amount of ambient noise sneaks through. The suspension is great at softening sharp bumps or pavement changes. But on continuously undulating surfaces, there can be a lot of body movement, which borders on uncomfortable. The front seats have a huge number of adjustments, more than really seem necessary. It takes a while to find a setting you like. But once you do, you'll be sublimely comfortable. The seat heaters and coolers are effective too. How's the interior? The Navigator's interior is huge. The large doors, well-placed grab handles and retractable step rails make getting in and out a breeze, while the second row's ability to tilt and slide allows excellent access to the third row. Adjustable pedals and a tilt and telescoping steering wheel extend the range of driver comfort. A lot of controls require some time to become familiar with, but ultimately they're easy to use. Visibility is decent for a vehicle this size, but there are still blind spots, mainly at the front due to chunky windshield pillars. Cameras help you maneuver in tight spaces, with the 360-degree camera system particularly helpful. Subtle exterior update. Lincoln's largest SUV was already a pretty handsome brute, so it didn't require much heavy surgery on the exterior. The signature grille is updated, as is the front fascia. Adaptive pixel projector headlights and 3D taillights now come standard, with the latter performing a cool welcome and goodbye animation. New colors join the palette, including Starlight Gray and Manhattan Green Metallic, a Black Label exclusive hue. As before, buyers can opt for the standard Navigator or the Navigator L, which adds 9.1 inches to the wheelbase. Even with these subtle updates, the Navigator still looks slightly dated parked next to the Escalade and Grand Wagoneer. How's the tech? The Navigator embraces the latest technology, with an excellent infotainment interface, superb sound system quality, comprehensive driving aids and ample device charging options. Wireless connectivity support for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone integration and an onboard Wi-Fi hotspot are icing on the cake. We were impressed with the easily configurable, immersive experience offered by the 28-speaker Revel stereo in our test vehicle. A number of driving aids are included as standard equipment, including blind spot detection, lane keeping assist, and forward collision detection with automatic emergency braking. Lincoln's Active Glide Advanced Adaptive Cruise Control is one of the optional aids. The Lincoln version of Ford's Blue Cruise system, Active Glide, can provide hands-free driving capability on select highways. In our limited testing, we've found that it works pretty well. But keep in mind that hands-free driving isn't the same as fully automated driving. You still have to pay attention to the road and be ready to take the wheel at any time. How's the storage? If it's space you want, it's what you'll get, even without the extended wheelbase Navigator L model. There's 19.3 cubic feet behind the third row, 57.5 cubes behind the second row, and 103.3 cubes with the rear seats folded. All the rear seats fold flat electronically. The second row center console sits higher than the seat bottoms, though, which prevents a fully flat load area. There is also an abundance of in-cabin storage for everyone's personal effects, with tons of cubbies of varying sizes and a deep console bin. The anchors for car seats are slightly tucked away in the seat creases, which make them a little hard to access, but the top tethers are easy to get to when there's plenty of space to fit a rear-facing car seat. Need to tow something? A properly equipped Navigator can manage up to 8,700 pounds, 8,300 pounds if you get the 4WD. This is one of the highest capacities in the large luxury SUV class. How's the fuel economy? Based on the EPA estimate of 18 miles per gallon combined, 16 city/21 highway, the Navigator should be one of the more efficient vehicles in the class. But we averaged 18.1 miles per gallon over 1,700 miles of mostly highway driving on premium fuel. Our high was 20.0 miles per gallon. We saw low figures as well when doing mostly city driving, so we think the EPA figures are likely mildly optimistic for real-world driving. Is the Navigator a good value? The Navigator looks and feels like it's worth the money, especially from the inside. Design has brought Lincoln a long way. The floating center console, touchscreen arrangement and wrap dash elevate the Navigator's appeal to new heights. And when compared to others in the segment, the Navigator stands out as a smart choice overall. Considering what you get for the money, the Navigator undercuts the competition. Lincoln offers a 4-year/50,000 mile basic warranty, comparable to other luxury brands, though its 6-year/70,000 mile powertrain warranty is above average, just like Cadillac's. Owners who opt for the Black Label trim receive a pretty extensive list of benefits and features, including free car washes and vehicle pickup and drop-off for complimentary maintenance covered for 4 years/50,000 miles. Owners of non-Black Label cars get 2 years/20,000 miles of free maintenance and 6 years/70,000 miles of roadside assistance. The Navigator is the first vehicle in a long time that's made us excited about the Lincoln brand. It's awesome on many levels. It's comfy, quick, and surprisingly stylish. It's not sporty, but no one is really expecting vehicles of this size to be. There's road presence without being overly garish. Lincoln Navigator models. The Lincoln Navigator is available in 3 trims levels: Base, Reserve, and Black Label. Each is powered by a turbocharged 3.5-liter V6, 450 horsepower, 510 lb-ft of torque, and comes with a 10-speed automatic transmission. All Navigator trims can be had as long wheelbase, or L, models. They add almost 12 inches of length, expand cargo capacity, and increase fuel tank capacity from 23 to 27 gallons. Both versions seat 8 passengers, or 7 with the optional second-row captain's chairs. The base Navigator is hard to pass up. but we think a handful of features on the Reserve make it worth the extra money.
For example, the new Active Glide driving system and surround view parking camera system are very useful add-ons. You also get a nice panoramic sunroof standard on this trim level.
Finally, if you plan on towing often, the Reserve trim also unlocks the Navigator's maximum towing capacity via the heavy-duty trailer tow package.
And this was all about the 2022 Lincoln Navigator Reserve.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to latest luxury cars channel. Do press the bell icon for more exciting videos like this.